Genesis 10. 1. These are the records of the generations, descendants of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and the sons born to them after the flood. 2. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. 3. The sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. 4. The sons of Javan: Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these, the coastlands of the nations were separated and spread into their lands, everyone according to his own language, according to their constituent groups, families, and into their nations. 6. The sons of Ham: Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. 7. The sons of Cush: Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabtika. And the sons of Rama: Sheba and Dedan. 8. Cush became the father of Nimrod. He became a mighty one on the earth. 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. 10. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. 11. From that land Nimrod went to Assyria, and built Nineveh, and Rehoboth-ir, and Calah. 12. And Raisin, which is between Nineveh and Calah, all these the great city Nineveh. 13. Mizraim became the father of Ludim, Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtuhim. 14. And Pathrusim and Casluhim, from whom came the Philistines, and Caphtorim. 15. Canaan became the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth. 16. And the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite. 17. And the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite. 18. And the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. Afterward, the families of the Canaanite were spread abroad. 19. The territory of the Canaanite extended from Sidon as one goes to Gerar, as far as Gaza, and as one goes to Sodom and Gomorrah and Admah and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. 20. These are the descendants of Ham, according to their constituent groups, according to their languages, by their lands, and by their nations. 21. Also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the older brother of Japheth, children were born. 22. The sons of Shem: Elam, Assur, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. 23. The sons of Aram: Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. 24. Arpachshad became the father of Shelah, and Shelah became the father of Eber. 25. 2 sons were born to Eber. The name of one was Peleg, division, for the earth were divided in his days, and his brother's name was Joktan. 26. Joktan became the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah. 27. And Haram, Uzal, Dikla. 28. And Obal, Abimael, Sheba. 29. And Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Now their territory extended from Mesha as one goes towards Sephar to the hill country of the east. 31. These are Shem's descendants according to their constituent groups, families, according to their languages, by their lands, according to their nations. 32. These are the families of the sons of Noah according to their descendants, by their nations. And from these the nations were separated and spread abroad on the earth after the flood. Genesis 10, Exposition and Teachings. 1. Exposition, summary and breakdown of Genesis 10, verses 1 to 5. The descendants of Japheth. Japheth's descendants spread mainly to the coastlands, the north and the west. Nations associated with Japheth include Gomer, possibly linked to regions in Europe; Magog, Madai, Javan, linked to Greece; Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. These descendants are believed to have populated areas that became Europe, parts of Asia Minor, and areas around the Black and Caspian Seas. Verses 6 to 20, the descendants of Ham. Ham's sons: Cush, linked to Ethiopia and regions south of Egypt; Mizraim, Egypt; Put, Libya and parts of North Africa; Canaan, Palestine, Phoenicia, etc. Nimrod, a mighty hunter and the first recorded king after the flood, emerges from Cush's line. Nimrod's kingdom includes Babel, Babylon, Erech, and Nineveh, Assyria. Ham's descendants settle in areas that became Egypt, Africa, parts of Arabia, and Canaan. Verses 21 to 31. The descendants of Shem. Shem is described as the ancestor of all the children of Eber, from whom the word Hebrew is derived. Nations descending from Shem include Elam, Persians; Ashur, Assyrians; Arphax, ancestor of Hebrews; Lud, and Aram, Syrians. Shem's line is especially important because it leads to Abraham and the Hebrew people. These descendants populate Mesopotamia, Arabia, and the Middle East. Verse 32. Summary. These are the clans of Noah's sons, according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these, the nations spread out over the earth after the flood. 2. Key teachings and lessons from Genesis 10. 1. God's command to fill the earth is fulfilled. From these, the nations spread out over the earth. The spread of nations fulfills Genesis 9:1, where God commanded Noah's sons to multiply and fill the earth. This shows God's sovereignty over nations and peoples. 2. Unity of the human race. All nations, regardless of location, descend from one family, Noah's. This reinforces the unity of humanity under God, despite differences in culture, language, or location. 3. The origin of nations, languages, and cultures. Genesis 10 lays the foundation for understanding the diversity of nations, which will be explained more in Genesis 11. Tower of Babel. The Table of Nations is not mythological but historical, connecting ancient peoples to Noah's sons. 4. Nimrod, the first kingdom builder. Nimrod became a mighty warrior on the earth, v8. Nimrod is associated with Babel, Babylon, Assyria, and early city building and empire building. He becomes a symbol of human pride, ambition, and defiance, which is more fully shown in Genesis 11. 5. The special role of Shem's line. Shem, the ancestor of all the children of Eber, v21. Shem's line is highlighted as the carrier of the covenant line, leading eventually to Abraham, Israel, and ultimately Christ.